Hi dancers, my name's Greer. I'm the pointe shoe specialist here at Discount Dance Supply. And today I'm going to be talking to you about some new Bloch pointe shoes that Discount Dance recently started carrying. These are both on our website. These are just two examples. We picked up several new Bloch pointe shoes because they've come out with some new really cool innovative designs for their pointe products. So I'm going to be talking about two of those today. So I have the Grace and the Elegance, and those are both part of their new, I have my notes here to make sure I'm telling you everything correctly. It's part of their new Dance Sports Fusion line. So it's supposed to kind of combine all of the ways that we've advanced in sports technology in like sneakers and add those to pointe shoes because dancers are athletes as well. So we should have all of that kind of technology built into our pointe shoes to help us, dance to the fullest of our abilities. So I'm going to be talking about two of those today. Like I said, there's a lot of new ones on our website, so check that out. But right now I'm going to be talking about the Grace. Okay, so the Grace is the first one I'm going to talk about. So this is a full outer sole. As you see here, it's kind of like a regular shank. And the cool thing about these new Bloch shoes that they just introduced is the new way that they have designed their shank. This technology is called Releves. It's like combining releve and ease. And they've explained it to me like the articulation of a human spine. So it's supposed to really, really help that roll through from flat through demi through all the way on pointe with nice ease and flexibility, that really nice articulate motion. That is how their new shanks and their newer products are designed. So they also have a really, really minimal, if any, break-in time. So they're supposed to be designed to just really do some plie roll-throughs, and the shank, breaks in nice and easily that way. So this is the Grace. Like I mentioned, it is a regular satin upper, and it's a full outer. The toe box is, you can see how the toe box is. It has some taper to it, but it's relatively, broad up here. And it does have the Bloch, what do they call it? The Bloch's A paste. So they make this paste to be really strong and durable in the toe box of the shoe. And then as you see, the shoe does have pleats down here. The platform on both of these shoes is nice and flat. It's designed to be a really, really flat platform. So obviously the flatter the platform, the easier it is to balance on the shoe. And then it also has some noise reduction technology in the pleats as well, in the bottom of the toe box, to make it nice and, that's actually relatively quiet comparatively. So nice and quiet on stage for performance. So this is the Grace. It has an elastic drawstring, which is really nice. I definitely prefer elastic drawstring to cotton, just because you can really get the fit, kind of nice and hugged in on the sides here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now I'm going to switch gears and talk about the next pointe shoe, and that is the Bloch Elegance. And as you see, it has a split outer. So whereas the Grace here has a full outer, the Elegance has a split outer. It also is made of a stretch satin. So the outer material is a stretch satin as opposed to a regular satin. And what that does is it really makes the shoe form nicely to the foot. Sometimes when you have a regular hung satin, that can get really bunchy, especially on releve where the foot gets more narrow, the heel gets more narrow, and you kind of get that bunching satin sometimes, and some dancers like to fold it down and tack that to get a really nice low profile. So you don't need to do that with a stretch satin shoe because it really hugs to the foot and hugs nice and tight in the arch right there. Another thing about this also has the Releves design. So the shank is made to really have a lot of articulation from flat to demi onto releve. Doesn't really require a lot of break-in, just some plie roll-throughs like I said. Same kind of toe box shape with this one, pretty similar. It's relatively broad but has a nice taper to it to give you, that support that you need on releve. So this one also comes with a little list of do's and don'ts. So I'm going to go over those really quickly with you if you decide to get a shoe with a split outer and a stretch satin. That goes for all of those that Bloch carries. So it says, gently soften the box with your hands, no door jams or hammers. Okay, so don't be slamming this in your doors. They don't want you to do that with this. Don't bend the shank back and forth. It says bar work and body weight will break in the shoe perfectly. So don't sit with this one and really do a lot of manipulation with the shank. If satin starts to wear through the platform, carefully cut the satin at the tip. That goes for most pointe shoes. and it says don't cut the shank. So you know on some point shoes, if you want to cut the shank down, if you want to make it a 3/4 shank or something, you can do that typically. You can't really do that with these, or Bloch is suggesting that you don't, because you need this full support to get the most out of the shoe. Another cool thing about both of these shoes is that they come with these little cushions that go in the platform. And a lot of Bloch point shoes already have those built in, and some people love them, some people hate them and rip them out. So it's nice that they started doing these separate from the shoe, so you can just kind of put that in the platform down in there, put a little bit of glue, a dab of glue, and then you have that cushion if you like it. If you don't like it in your shoes, no worries, don't use them. The way these fit is typical to Bloch point shoes. It's 2 to 2.5 sizes down from street shoe, single X being the narrowest and triple X being the widest. As always, I recommend going into a retailer if you want to be fit with any kind of point shoe. As far as I know, these right now are only on our website, so hopefully we'll bring them to the retail stores soon enough. But I hope you guys try these. Let me know what you think, and thanks for watching.